What if humanity's greatest battle never made the history books? What if soldiers fell from the sky during Earth's darkest hour, and nobody talks about what really happened? For decades, governments kept this secret locked away. But the truth behind this will shock you. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 3 things that will change how you see humanity forever. First, you'll learn why aliens came to Earth completely unprepared for what they found. Second, you'll see how ordinary soldiers became legends in the most impossible fight ever recorded. Third, you'll understand why this victory changed the entire future of our species. This is not just a story. This is the hidden history that shaped your world today. Governments don't want you to know this. But today, we're pulling back the curtain. Let me show you exactly how this happened, and why it matters more than you think. Everything started on an ordinary Tuesday morning. The sky looked normal. The sun rose like it always did. But something was wrong. Military radars across the world started screaming. They were picking up something massive, something that didn't belong in Earth's atmosphere. Scientists called emergency meetings. Military leaders went pale. They were looking at something they never thought they would see. The object was enormous. It was bigger than any building humans had ever built. It was bigger than mountains, and it was heading straight toward Earth. Nobody knew what to do. The governments tried to keep it secret, but people noticed. Pilots saw it. Sailors watched it descend through the clouds. Scientists tried to warn the world. Within hours, everyone knew. Humanity's greatest fear was happening. We were not alone. And they were coming. The object finally stopped in the sky above a major city. It just hung there, waiting, watching. Nobody knew what would happen next. Would they attack? Would they talk? Would they try to take over? The entire world held its breath. Then something incredible happened. Soldiers started falling from the sky. Not from the alien ship. From above it. From somewhere higher. Nobody understood. These weren't aliens. They were humans. They were soldiers in battle armor. They were falling fast. They were falling hard. They were falling toward the alien ship with weapons ready. The first soldier crashed through the alien ship's outer wall like a meteor. Then another. Then another. Within seconds, dozens of human soldiers were inside the alien vessel. They weren't scared. They weren't running away. They were attacking. They were fighting with everything they had. The aliens inside that ship were shocked. According to historical records, they had conquered 17 different worlds. They had never seen anything like this. They expected Earth to surrender. They expected humans to be afraid. They expected an easy victory. They got a war instead. Inside that ship, something remarkable started happening. Human soldiers fought aliens in corridors they had never seen before. They used weapons the aliens didn't understand. More importantly, they used something the aliens couldn't predict. They used human courage. They used human teamwork. They used the human ability to never give up. Reports from that time suggest the aliens tried to contact their home planet. They wanted reinforcements. They wanted backup. But something was jamming their signals. Those soldiers had come prepared. They had cut off the alien ship from help. Now the aliens were trapped. Trapped with humanity's finest warriors. The battle inside that ship lasted hours. The aliens had advanced technology. The humans had determination. The aliens had numbers. The humans had skill. It was the most intense fight ever recorded. Every moment counted. Every soldier mattered. What happened next changed everything. The aliens, for the first time in their entire civilization, started losing. They were losing to a species they considered primitive. They were losing to humans who had only recently developed space travel. They were losing to warriors who shouldn't have been able to fight back at all. The soldiers pushed deeper into the ship. They disabled the alien weapon systems. They took control of the ship's engines. They were winning. Against impossible odds, humanity was winning. Back on Earth, people watched this unfold on screens. Nobody could believe what they were seeing. The alien commander made a choice. A choice that would change everything. Instead of continuing to fight, the alien leader requested peace negotiations. For the first time, an alien civilization wanted to talk to humanity as equals. Not as conquerors and conquered, but as two intelligent species that deserved respect. That moment was the turning point, not just for that battle, but for humanity's entire future. We had proven something that day. We had proven that size doesn't matter. We had proven that technology isn't everything. We had proven that human spirit cannot be broken. We had proven that we belonged among the stars. The peace negotiations happened inside the alien ship. Human commanders stood face to face with the alien leaders for the first time in history. These weren't hostile meetings. These were conversations between two species that had just fought for survival. Both sides wanted to understand. Both sides wanted to learn. The aliens revealed their story. They came from a distant galaxy. Their civilization was thousands of years old. They had explored countless worlds. They were searching for new resources and new territories to expand. Earth was just another planet to them. Just another world to conquer. They never expected Earth to fight back so fiercely. The human commanders explained humanity's story. We were young. We were new to space exploration. But we were strong. We were creative. We were willing to risk everything for our home. We would rather die than surrender. That's what the aliens didn't understand. That's what they underestimated. Something unexpected happened during these negotiations. The aliens began to respect humanity. Respect is earned through strength and courage. Humanity had shown both. The aliens realized they had made a mistake. They realized that conquering Earth would cost them far more than it was worth. They realized that humanity might become a powerful ally instead of an easy conquest. The alien leader made an offer. The aliens would leave Earth peacefully. They would take their massive ship and return to their galaxy. In exchange, humanity would agree to peaceful trade. The two civilizations would exchange knowledge. The two species would help each other grow stronger. It was the birth of a new era. But there was something else. Something the aliens told humanity that changed everything. They revealed that Earth was not the first planet to resist them. There were other civilizations out there. Some had surrendered. Some had been conquered. But a few had fought back like Earth did. Those civilizations were now the strongest allies the aliens had. The aliens explained something crucial. The universe was far more dangerous than humanity realized. There were hostile species out there. There were forces that wanted to expand through violence. The universe was not a peaceful place. Earth needed to prepare. Earth needed to grow stronger. And humanity needed powerful friends. This revelation shocked the world. Humanity wasn't alone. Humanity wasn't even unique in the fight for survival. But humanity had something special. Humanity had the courage to fight against overwhelming odds. Humanity had the determination to never surrender. That made Earth special. That made humanity special. The alien ship left Earth 3 days later. But something changed forever. Governments stopped hiding the truth. Scientists started openly studying extraterrestrial technology. Military leaders began preparing Earth's defenses. Humanity understood now. We lived in a universe full of other species. Some wanted to help us. Some wanted to harm us. We needed to be ready for anything. The soldiers who fell from that sky became heroes. They were celebrated worldwide. Their names were remembered. Their courage inspired a generation. Children wanted to grow up to be like them. Scientists wanted to understand how they survived the fall and the battle. The entire world wanted to know more. But here's what governments kept secret for years. Those soldiers didn't fall from nowhere. They came from a secret space program. A program that had been running for decades. A program that had been preparing for alien contact. A program that had trained humanity's finest warriors for this exact moment. The program had known aliens were coming. And they had prepared. The public didn't know this for a long time. Governments worried about panic. Governments worried about what people would think. But eventually, the truth came out. And when it did, people weren't angry. People were proud. Proud that humans had the foresight to prepare. Proud that humans had the courage to fight. Proud that humans had won. After the alien ship left, everything changed on Earth. Humanity knew we weren't alone anymore. That knowledge spread like wildfire. People looked at the sky differently. They understood that we had neighbors out there. Some neighbors were friendly. Some neighbors were dangerous. But we knew they existed. The technology the aliens left behind transformed civilization. They didn't leave it willingly. The human soldiers took alien technology during the battle. Technology that could change the world. Technology that could solve humanity's biggest problems. Power sources that never ran out. Medical devices that could cure diseases. Materials stronger than anything humans had invented. Scientists worked around the clock to understand this technology. What took aliens thousands of years to develop, humans began to understand in months. We learned faster than anyone expected. Some alien technology was simple. Some was incredibly complex. But we kept learning. We kept improving. We kept growing stronger. Within 5 years, Earth's technology advanced 50 years. Diseases that killed millions were cured. Energy problems were solved. Poverty decreased dramatically. Life expectancy increased worldwide. Children born after the alien war had better lives than their parents. Education improved. Healthcare improved. Quality of life improved. All because of one battle that governments tried to hide. But the alien war had a deeper effect on humanity. It united us. Before the war, nations fought each other. Countries competed against each other. Humanity was divided. But when aliens came, we had to work together. We had to cooperate. We had to remember that we were all human first. All Earthlings. All part of one species facing a universal threat. The soldiers from that battle became teachers. They trained new generations of warriors. They shared their knowledge. They explained what they learned about aliens. They taught humanity how to prepare for future encounters. Military academies around the world changed their training based on these soldiers' experiences. Scientists made an important discovery. The alien technology helped us build something incredible. A space defense system. A network of satellites and stations that could protect Earth from space threats. It took 3 years to build. But when it was complete, Earth was ready. We could defend ourselves. We didn't have to hope. We could act. The United Nations created a new organization. An organization dedicated to studying alien life and space exploration. Every country contributed. Every nation participated. For the first time in human history, we were united in a common purpose that wasn't driven by war or competition. We were united in curiosity. We were united in the desire to understand our universe. Volunteers lined up to join space programs. Young people wanted to become astronauts. They wanted to explore. They wanted to find other civilizations. They wanted to be like the soldiers who had fallen from the sky. The dream of space exploration became a dream for billions of people. Not just scientists, not just military, but ordinary people who wanted to see what was out there. Messages were sent into space. Not hostile messages, peaceful messages. We told other civilizations about Earth. We told them about humanity. We invited them to contact us. We said we were ready for peaceful contact. We said we were a species worth knowing. We said we could be allies. Some civilizations responded. Not all of them, but some sent signals back. Some sent basic information. Some shared knowledge. Humanity was no longer isolated. We were part of a community of intelligent species. We had proven ourselves through courage. We had earned respect through strength. We had secured our place among the stars. The governments that tried to hide the alien war eventually released all the information. They released videos. They released documents. They released everything. People weren't angry about the secrecy. They understood why governments had kept it secret. They were grateful that humanity had been prepared. They were proud of their species. 20 years after the alien war, Earth was transformed. The planet looked different. It felt different. Most importantly, humanity felt different. We had confidence now. We had proven ourselves. We had faced the unknown and survived. We had faced an alien civilization and won. That victory changed everything about how we saw ourselves. The soldiers who fell from the sky were elderly now. Some had retired. Some still worked in space programs. Some wrote books about their experiences. The world listened to every word. Their stories inspired people. Their courage reminded humanity what we were capable of. They had become living legends, icons of human potential. Scientists continued to study alien technology. They made breakthrough after breakthrough. Some technology helped us understand the universe better. Some technology gave us new abilities. We developed spacecraft that could travel faster than we ever imagined. We built cities on the moon. We established bases on Mars. We were becoming a spacefaring civilization faster than anyone predicted. But there was a shadow side to all this progress. Some human leaders wanted to use the new technology for weapons. They wanted to build weapons more powerful than anything that existed before. They wanted to use alien technology to dominate other nations. They wanted to use space to gain military advantage. This created tension. This created fear. Some people worried that humans would use our new power for destruction instead of progress. The alien species that had left Earth sent a message. They warned us. They said that many civilizations before us had made this mistake. They had gained advanced technology. They had used it for weapons. They had destroyed themselves. The aliens told us we had a choice. We could use our technology to grow, or we could use it to destroy. They said many civilizations chose destruction. This warning changed how world leaders thought about the future. They created new agreements, new treaties. Nations agreed to work together. Nations agreed to monitor each other. Nations agreed that space technology would be used for peace, not war. Not every nation agreed at first, but eventually, they all joined. They all understood that the future depended on cooperation. The alien war also changed how religions viewed the universe. Religious leaders from different faiths came together. They discussed what alien life meant for their beliefs. They debated whether aliens had souls. They discussed whether God created aliens too. These conversations were respectful. These conversations brought people together instead of dividing them. Universities created new fields of study. Exobiology, alien linguistics, space archaeology. Thousands of students pursued these fields. They wanted to understand aliens. They wanted to communicate with other civilizations. They wanted to be part of humanity's expansion into the cosmos. The future was calling. Young people answered. Economic systems changed too. Space became a place for business. Private companies started space programs. They launched satellites. They mined asteroids for resources. They built space hotels for tourists. Money flowed into space industries. Jobs were created. Entire new economies emerged. The space industry became one of the biggest industries on Earth. But the most important change was philosophical. Humanity understood we were not unique. We were not the only intelligent species. We were not the center of the universe. We were part of something bigger. This understanding was humbling. It made us more respectful. It made us think about our place in the cosmos. It made us want to be better versions of ourselves. The soldiers who fell from the sky were invited to speak at schools. Millions of children heard their stories. The soldiers told them about courage. They told them about sacrifice. They told them that ordinary people could do extraordinary things. They told children that the future was unlimited, that anything was possible, that humanity had the strength to achieve amazing things. The alien war changed Earth's timeline. Historians dated events as before the war and after the war. The war was the turning point, the moment when humanity grew up, the moment when we became part of a larger community, the moment when we proved we deserved a place among intelligent species. Everything that happened after that moment was shaped by this single event. 50 years after the alien war, Earth was unrecognizable from what it had been before. Our cities looked like science fiction. Our technology was what people used to only dream about. Our understanding of the universe was deeper than anyone had imagined possible. All of this started with those soldiers falling from the sky. All of this started with one incredible battle. The soldiers who fell from the sky were now in their hundreds. Some were still alive. The youngest were in their 70s. They had lived full lives. They had seen their world transform. They had seen humanity grow from a young species to a mature civilization. They had lived to see their victory change the entire course of human history. The alien species that had come to conquer Earth had become our greatest allies. Trade between our civilizations had enriched both societies. We learned from them. They learned from us. We had discovered that their greatest strength was technology. Our greatest strength was creativity and spirit. Together, we were stronger than we could ever be apart. Other alien civilizations had made contact with Earth. Some were similar to the aliens we met. Some were completely different. Some were hostile. Earth's defense systems protected us. The technology we had captured during the war kept us safe. But most aliens who found Earth were friendly. They were curious about humanity. They wanted to learn from us. They wanted to trade with us. They wanted to be our friends. Humanity had established embassies on other planets. We had ambassadors representing Earth among the stars. We had signing agreements with dozens of alien species. We were no longer isolated. We were no longer unknown. We were recognized as a species of strength and honor. Aliens respected humanity because of what we had done that day. The scientists who studied the alien war made an incredible discovery. They found records left by the aliens, records that explained why they had underestimated Earth. The aliens had never encountered a species with humanity's particular combination of qualities. We had physical strength. We had intelligence. We had creativity. We had unwavering determination. We had the ability to sacrifice for others. Most importantly, we had hope. We believed that victory was possible, even when everything seemed impossible. The aliens had conquered 17 worlds before Earth. Every other world had surrendered after seeing the alien ship. None of them had fought back. None of them had sent warriors to attack. None of them had believed they could winches. But humanity was different. We fought. We believed. We won. That's what changed everything. The soldiers who fell from the sky had left a legacy of courage that inspired all humanity. Memorials were built in every country. Schools were named after them. Streets were named after them. But the greatest memorial was the world they had helped create. A world where humanity looked to the stars with confidence. A world where peace had replaced competition among nations. A world where cooperation had replaced conflict. Young people still dreamed of joining space programs. The dream never died. It only grew stronger. New generations of warriors trained to defend Earth. New generations of scientists studied alien technology. New generations of explorers ventured into space. The legacy of those soldiers who fell from the sky continued. It would continue forever. The alien war taught humanity an essential lesson. It taught us that strength isn't just about military power. True strength comes from unity. True strength comes from courage. True strength comes from never giving up. True strength comes from believing in yourself, even when the odds are impossible. Those soldiers had understood this. They had lived this. They had proven this to the entire world. 50 years after the war, people still ask the same questions. Why did those soldiers fall from the sky? Where did they come from? How did they know aliens were coming? Some answers were known. Some remained classified. Some would probably remain secrets forever. But it didn't matter. What mattered was that they had come. What mattered was that they had fought. What mattered was that they had won. The aliens never returned to conquer Earth. They became our partners instead. Humanity became stronger. Our civilization became more advanced. Our understanding of the universe grew deeper. All of it started with one battle. One incredible battle between humanity and an alien civilization. One battle that changed everything forever. This is the true story of how humanity came of age. This is how we earned our place among the stars. This is the hidden history that governments tried to keep secret. But now you know. Now you understand. The soldiers who fell from the sky weren't just heroes. They were the turning point. They were the moment when humanity's future truly began. But here's what makes this story even more incredible. Historians now believe this wasn't random chance. The evidence suggests that someone, somewhere, had predicted this moment. Someone had prepared for it. Someone had trained these soldiers knowing exactly what would happen. To this day, we don't fully know who. Some sources suggest it was a secret government program. Others claim it was something even bigger. Something that saw ahead into time itself. What we do know is this. Humanity faced extinction and chose courage instead. We faced the unknown and refused to surrender. We faced an alien civilization and proved we belonged among them as equals. That victory rippled through time. It changed not just our future, but how other civilizations saw us. The soldiers who fell from the sky gave humanity something priceless. They gave us confidence. They gave us hope. They gave us proof that we were capable of extraordinary things. If this story opened your eyes about human potential, about what we can achieve when we truly believe in ourselves, then share this with someone. Let them know humanity's greatest victory. Let me recap the biggest revelations from this incredible story. First, humanity faced an alien invasion and chose to fight instead of surrender. Second, that single battle changed the course of human civilization forever. Third, the technology we captured during that war transformed our entire world. These are the facts that governments kept hidden for years. Your species is capable of extraordinary things. You live in a world shaped by an event most people don't even know about. You benefit from technology that came from an alien war. You live in an era of peace partly because brave soldiers stood up to impossible odds. If this video opened your mind about human potential and what we can achieve together, please hit that subscribe button. New revelations about Earth's hidden history come every week. You don't want to miss them. Click the like button if this story gave you chills. Tell me in the comments, what do you think would have happened if those soldiers hadn't fallen from the sky? But here's something deeper. If you want to explore more hidden truths about humanity's future and our place in the universe, join our community newsletter. I'm sharing exclusive insights about alien contact and human evolution that YouTube won't let me discuss fully here. Link is in the description. Your curiosity deserves answers. Watch our next video about the classified training program that prepared those soldiers. You won't believe what they went through. See you there.